Hello YouTube and welcome back to W140 Restorations. In this episode we're going to try to get rid of this crockigator. I don't even know what. This old steering wheel we got going on Heidi. It is looking rough. But let's go ahead and see what we can do with our brand new coffee colored leather wrapped steering wheel. Never sewn before, so let's see if it works. All right, everybody, I bought a coffee colored leather steering wheel wrap kit. Looks very, very close, closest one I could find to the original steering wheel of the SL500. And it's a 4-spoke steering wheel, and the main seam is in the bottom. So this has a main seam as well. So we're gonna look at matching up the main seam on the bottom and put it over, and then do a looping stitch all the way around, pulling it tight, and get the best we can in wrapping the new steering wheel. Been on the hunt for another one this color. Most ones I can find are black, and if it's going to be the same age and era, it's going to have some issues, especially been setting in the sun for 25 years. So anywho, gonna go ahead and get after it and see how best we can get it on here. So no time like the present. All right, you can see that we got it lined up with the bottom stitch. You can see how it fits around and how we're gonna have to kind of form fit it, but kind of the general look. So let's grab our needle and thread and start doing a little bit of stitching. It comes with matching thread and a needle, so and you can see that about halfway done through this section, and one of the tricks is to keep pressure on your string so you don't lose your stitch. Yeah, move my camera so you can see how tight the stitch is and what it looks like. It might be hard to see, but this outer stitching that's already on the leather steering wheel cover, your needle goes through one, around, and then back through the other one and around and repeat. And the stitch pattern it makes is going to be kind of this diamond pattern. It's hard to get the camera down in there, but I'm going to keep pressure on the thread, move my camera, and show you all how to stitch this through. Alright guys, finger back on the thread, keeping pressure on it not to lose that tight stitch. We have our needle, and it's double threaded. And again, we're just going to loop through each one of these on one side and back through the other in this continuous kind of a cross stitch. And you pull through here on the near side, and once that's pulled through and keeping tension on it, I'll find the next loop on the back side, push it through, and pull my string through. Then keep pressure on it and pull through. And repeat on the back side. I'll hold tension on the back side. Grab my needle again. Whip it back through the steering wheel and go to the next piece of this stitching and pull it through. And it is a slow process, but it's going to look amazing. Definitely better than the way it looks before I started this. So again, holding pressure, find the new loop on the back side, push my needle through, and guys, it's effectively back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All right. Keep tension on the back side. Loop it back through the front. I'm going to bring the camera closer to show you what I'm talking about. Here you all can see where I'm going to pull the needle through this side of the stitching, pull it around tight, and then let loose on the other side, and then repeat all the way up the stitching until I get to a point where it's pretty tight around this part of the leather in the steering wheel. So give me a few and I'll come back when we're at that point. All right guys, I've gone as high as I can on the stitch. So what you may see is you can't really move the stitch higher up into the steering wheel right here. So last final part to in this part of the stitch, and I wish I had 3 hands, is to go back around a few times. I then tie it in a square knot and pull it tight, and I'll try to get in here with the camera to show you what it looks like when it's done. But I'm effectively going to loop behind 2 times and then tie it into a square knot to keep tension on it so we don't lose our stitch. And I hope you guys can see the stitch that we've created all the way down for this portion. Then we're done. Hopefully the whole thing looks like it. All right, let's tie it off. All right guys, tied my knot and push it back through the leather on the back side, and we're gonna bury our strings so we can't see them. And that's gonna finish off this part of our stitch. Pull it through, pull it tight. We're going to snip it off on the back side. We're going to take our ends and we're going to tie it into a half hitch, and then another half hitch, and we're going to be done. All right guys, this side is done. Got the knot tied, pushed to the other side, and there's our stitching. Same with this one. Now we got to move on to a larger section, and in this section I'll show you all actually how to start the needle. So we pull our leather tight so it won't be bunched up around the steering wheel, and we're gonna try to catch it on camera. Like I said, I don't have 3 hands, but to pinch and pull this, and then to guesstimate where our needle and thread is going to come through to pull it tight. And that's where we're going to begin. I've already put a large knot in the end of our string. I'm going to cut the little ends off, but we're going to pull through, pushing it through the back side, looping over, and then coming back through the front. And I'll show you how it starts. All right, I'm gonna stop there and take the camera off my tripod and show y'all just how we're gonna finish this end off. All right, you all can see the diamond stitching all the way around. I've got it pulled tight, and I mentioned pulling it tight on purpose. I have constant tension on this at all times, but also the way that this seam looks. It's right in the middle of the bottom, looking pretty good. It might be a little bit pinched right there. I think it'll relax once. Well, good job, GoPro, crapping out at the worst possible moment. Yeah, so I lost the footage, but I will show you that looping around, putting a half hitch each time I went back around, and then pulled it through the very back end and left my knot on the backside, pulled it out and put a square knot in it, and then tied off the ends themselves. And there's a bunch of videos about how to do this and how to finish it off, and I'll hopefully up here my camera won't nuke itself, but we have the bottom 3 sections done. So we got our feet wet doing that, and it's time now to finish the top part. Arguably one of the toughest spots to do, especially seeing what was underneath it. So let's go ahead and do the same thing. Start with our big knot on the end, pull it tight, and then work our way around. All right, guys, you can tell off camera, turn the steering wheel 180 degrees. So it'll be easier to not fight gravity and sew or stitch, I guess, down. So that's what we're gonna do. I already got my knot in the end. We're gonna rinse and repeat. Find out where they come together, stitch all the way around, bury our knot on the back side, and then go ahead and see what she looks like. Oh, it's already starting to loosen up a little bit right there. I was worried about it, but yeah, it's gonna be nice. All right, guys, I got her all stitched up all the way around the top to finish off the way she looks. A little bit tight here in the corner. The other ones I said loosened up a little bit. I'm very happy because it was way too tight first time doing it. So hopefully the rest of them will relax and look kind of like these curves here. So kind of happy with the way they turned out. That's probably indicative of the way that I was going from right to left, being right-handed, and the way that I stitched it. Looks so much better than it did before, and it definitely feels better, to be honest with you. They were it was not kind on the hands to be driving it with that old chunky leather. I know this is just a relatively temporary / permanent fix. I need to find somebody who can actually restore the steering wheel or find another one. As you can see, it doesn't cover the entire thing, but you know, if you step back, it looks pretty darn good, and actually goes well with the interior of Project Heidi. Guys, I want to thank you all very much for watching the channel, for all the subscribers, for everyone who leaves a comment. I absolutely love this community for individuals that love these old Benzes. More to come on this car. I have to work on the hard top. I have to work on the hydraulics as well to make sure the soft top works. That was the #1 request of my wife, so more to come on that. But in the upcoming short-term future, I have been driving Betty because Iona died, and I need to get that. I need to show y'all what happened with Iona, replace the broken driver's side headlight, and a lot more work on W140 restorations on our W140. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to see next on the channel. And everyone, take care. Bye, everybody. Cheers.